Cello, everyone. Cello Doodle here, and today we are going to be talking about the different types of Animal Crossing New Horizons players. First off, we have the island designer. The designer wants to have the perfect 5-star island with amazing themes like cottagecore, kidcore, or have an island based off something like a real place or movie. They love the Dream Suite because it lets them see their people's build and showcase their own island. The Happy Home Paradise players only really play the DLC and they have more Pokey than Bells. They are constantly designing new homes and love everything about the DLC. If they could, they would just move their house to the resort and just permanently live there and only play the DLC. The Daily Task Doer plays every single day without fail and loves the charm of doing all of their daily tasks. These players are always prepared for the seasons and have all the DIYs and all the materials they could ever want or need. They also often have a good amount of bells from their daily tasks. The billionaire loves to collect money. Their islands are decked out with the most expensive items and fully upgraded homes. Unlike other people who have these types of islands, they still have millions of bells in the bank and still want more. They never run out of money and can trade on Nukkazon whenever they like, and everyone else is jealous of them. The completionist is often the person with a full museum, 5-star island, full catalog, have all their dreamies and their photos, have all Nook Miles achievements, every DIY, every type of flower. They spend all their time basically trying to beat the game and get everything done. They love having everything perfectly complete and will spend hundreds to thousands of hours working towards that. These players have a love-hate relationship with updates because they love to find all the new items and there's the thrill of getting something new, but they also hate it because they have to start over. The museum completionist. The museum completionist is slightly different than the other completionist in that they just care about the museum. They don't really care about anything else. They love to collect every fossil, fish, bug, sea creature, and piece of art. The first month is always their favorite as it brings the thrill of potentially being able to get one step closer to finishing the museum. They also might love to walk through a museum all the time, and if anyone ever comes over, they will have everyone tour their museum every time to show it off, even if it has not changed whatsoever since last time those friends were over. These players hate Red because he will scam them, and they'll get overexcited. Oh my gosh, there's a new piece of art. Scam. The farmer loves planting and growing everything from crops to flowers. They will spend hours breeding all the hybrids flowers and view the blue rose as the ultimate challenge. Instead of buying all the flowers they want to breed, they breed them themselves. They often have massive farms with all the crops as well, and even enjoy cooking with all the extra spoils. These islands are often covered in plants and are very colorful from all the crops and flowers. The hoarder collects everything they can find and puts it in their storage. Their storage is always full and they are always broke because they refuse to sell anything unless they are absolutely desperate to get more storage. Once their storage is full, they start leaving items everywhere. So Isabel is so mad at these players because she just wants them to pick up their stuff and they won't. It's frustrating. The villager hunter loves to hunt for villagers, and whenever there is a thought bubble over a villager's head, they do not think twice before kicking them out. Some of these players love to try to collect as many villager photos as possible to show how many villagers they've had, and it's kind of like a trophy for them. These players often also have a ton of Nook Miles tickets at all times to go to hundreds of islands to find the perfect villager for their island at that time. The fisher loves to fish. It's the only thing they ever do. The fish section in their museum is all filled out, and their island has a ton of turtles and crabs all over it. They love fishing tourneys and always win the trophies in every item, every time. They're in love with CJ and his fishing challenges and wish he would do some harder ones. These players are often really rich from all the fishing they do. These players will also complete Gulliver's Quest purely to get the golden shovel because they keep breaking their own to craft more fish bait. These players have a love-hate relationship with fish bait because they can catch more fish, but crafting it takes time away from fishing. The diver is quite similar to the fisher, except they are obsessed with diving instead of fishing. These players are also very rich and have a ton of pearls to the point where they just sell them for even more money because they've crafted all their items and their island's basically a mermaid paradise, so they don't need them anymore. These players have all the mermaid set, and when they aren't in their wetsuit, they always wear the mermaid set. These players will also often have a ton of crabs all over their island just because The crabs are cool. Like, have you seen that spider crab? It is massive. The partier only plays Animal Crossing to hang out with people. These people often play with their friends but love Nookazon just to interact with people. These players love making mini games and playing them with their friends. They will sometimes do other parts of the game, but only if their friends are there. Like fishing, oh no, I better be competing with my friends. Diving, I'm competing with my friends. The time traveler can never stay on the same day for too long. They're constantly time traveling in order to finish a bridge, move a building, get items for a different season. These players used to play events any time of the year and hate that Nintendo locked these events because they just want to do whatever they want whenever they want. They don't care about the exact time that it has to be. Some of these time travels, there's also only like one season, like for example, fall. And so that way they make sure their game is always in fall because their island looks perfect then and no other times. The online shopper loves using Nookazon. They are obsessed with getting all the different items and constantly trading for anything and everything. Sometimes these players will just trade for the fun of it. They're constantly trying to get more bells and Nook Miles tickets to use in their trades because Nookazon's expensive. Some of these players will have dedicated trading areas and will have take one, leave one areas next to their trading places just for the fun of it. These players also love doing grab bags because it's just fun to see what you get and interact with different people. The festival player only plays Animal Crossing when a festival is coming up or a holiday. They aren't normally very prepared for that day, but they want to make sure they do the event and get all those items. Now that New Horizons is getting a little older, most players are like this because it gives them a reason to come back to the game. And even if they play a little bit before or after, it's typically around the holidays and it very easily coincides. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, and in the comments section, let me know what type of player you are. Personally, I'm a mix of multiple of them, and my playing style is constantly changing because of how big the game is. And I've also been playing it for 2 years now, so it's going to change over time. If you enjoyed this video and want more videos just like this one, consider subscribing as it really helps out. I will see you all next time. Bye!